Hi guys, welcome to yet another edition. Welcome to yet another watch along on Balloonhead Productions. I'm your master of ceremonies. As always, my name is Marcela Inestroza, and on tonight's watch along, I will be watching something a little different. I will be watching the pilot episode of a series called Alchemy of Souls. But as usual, I will not be watching it by myself. I have my trusty crew here, languishing in the basement right now. I know nothing about this series, so I'm going to bring up somebody who actually knows something about the series, so they could tell you about it and they can educate us about what we're about to watch. So, with that being said, she's one of my best friends. She's the best digital artist that I know, and she's the architect of what we're going to watch this evening. So, I would like to welcome Marcy to the stream.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Hello. Thank you for being here again. Uh, can you just tell us a little bit about what we're about to watch?
So, this is a Korean drama and it's fantasy genre in like a historical setting, but it's not a real historical setting. So, kind of think of it like Middle Earth and like it looks like it's medieval, but it's not really. Would be the best comparison, except it's set in Korea and not Great Britain. And yeah, so it's like I mean, kind of also imagine like it's Star Wars. Um, so there's going to be like the Force and stuff like that. They have different names for it, but I think you'll actually see like how Star Wars was maybe taken from these cultures and then turned into something else. And I'm learning a lot by watching these K dramas that there may be things that we thought were original are not, and so it's just fun to see like their traditions and their stories.
Okay, cool. So as I said before, I have my whole crew here and I'm not alone. The next person that I'm going to bring up onto the stream is a very, very delightful person that I can sort of mess with. I can sort of make her kind of uncomfortable and, kind of squirmy by just saying one word, the body. So that's a little, hint of maybe something that we may be watching in the future on this very channel. But if I do that, I'm afraid that she may never come back ever again. But with that being said, she's one of my favorite Texans. She's the belle of the ball. I would like to welcome Rachel to the stream.
Hi, I guess we could watch the body. Do you want to watch me cry? I don't understand. like, the body is one of the saddest episodes of television I've ever watched.
No, but seriously, it's not my intention to make you suffer, but to be kind of honest, I kind of just want to watch it with you and everybody else. So
I
don't know.
get that, but also
maybe
crying.
Maybe
I will cry.
Yeah. I mean, I am kind of masochistic, but so I don't know. I'm just a little odd. Anyway,
I'm looking forward to the what we're watching though, because I when I was really young, I lived in Korea, so it's like interesting to like actually like learn more about the culture because I was like a child when I lived there.
Anyway, the last member that I'm going to bring up to the stream is a man who needs no introduction. He is one of the kindest people that I've met online. He is kind of responsible for me starting the live streams on my own channel, and he is, uh, my captain. Oh, my captain! I would like to welcome Starfleet Boy to the stream.
I don't even know what to say. That's embarrassing because you were doing stuff before I existed. You're amazing. I admire you, sir.
Thank you.
You're my captain. Right
Oh,
now, I'm an ensign on your ship.
yeah, I mean, what what have I told you
No.
about that? I figured I owed you a nice comment.
You owe me
because I've been kind of
You owe
slack
me
to you.
nothing. You owe me when I come to New York hanging out with me. That's what you
Yeah,
owe me.
yeah,
And
yeah. I
I
owe
will
you a
hold you
beer.
to that. So, yes, and a beer. You
I owe you a beer.
and you owe me if a Star Trek movie's playing, we should go see it. It'd be a good idea. Because
Oh,
don't you have like
absolutely.
a season pass to movies? Marcelo goes to more movies than anyone I know. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
I have a,
Oh, God. I should
yeah,
go more. I have a season pass to the
Oh,
draft.
you have
house,
that
but I
too? Do you have that
oh
too,
my,
Marcy?
no,
I
the draft
have
house
well,
is
I
just
like I
interesting, isn't it?
don't
No.
I'm specifically I don't know what chain Marcelo has that.
It's the chain closest to me is one of the biggest chains in America. It's AMC Feeders.
Mhm.
And basically what I have is the AMC Stubs program. I can go to up to 3 movies a week for like $23 a month.
Oh, mine it's a movie a day for me
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
for like 20.
I need to join something like that. It sounds cool.
Yeah.
But
Um,
mine only works at Alamo Draft House in Austin. But
Okay.
there are several in Austin. So
I like
Yeah.
that Marcy and I are avatars and you and Marcelo are actually videos. And I
hello.
like your updated avatar, Marcy. It's very cool illustration.
Yeah.
Oh,
It is
thank
really
you.
cute.
I had so much fun with this one.
All right.
It's
All
very
right.
cool.
So,
I like it.
folks, if you don't know how we do live streams on here, what will just happen in a few moments is that I will disappear, and the only one left on stream and on camera will be lovely Rachel. If you want to watch this series with us at home, we're watching it on Netflix. We're going to start at absolute
my
0.
internet's been acting up today, so I might turn my video off just to
Yeah.
so it doesn't
It's
mess up
it's
anymore.
nice to be not like because we're watching videos, so most of the time we're not looking at the camera.
Mhm.
So I turn it off. Sorry, audience. I know you like to look at us attractive, wonderful people here.
Yeah. No, I look like an unkept homeless man, so I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway,
You don't.
Actually, I like the longer hair better than the short hair. I just want to throw that out there while we're on the topic.
thank you, because you
I
draw
like-
me all. That sounded dirty, so I'm not going to say that.
I feel like Rachel's debuting a new camera or something or a new camera angle. Like there's something happening that's different with
I
the
love Rachel's hair
blur.
too. We have
Yeah,
like
the
the
hair's
long
awesome.
straight look going on. Like everyone looks phenomenal.
Yeah.
yeah,
I,
no, but
my
the thing
hair,
is,
you could tell how close it's been from when I wash my hair, because it will just get the top layer will get straighter until I
Mhm.
wash it, and then I was like, oh right, I'm curly.
how many okay, how many days do you go without washing your hair?
I
We're
wash
gonna
my hair twice a
start
week.
That's it?
Yeah, it's actually not for long hair. It's not good to wash it every day because it will
Okay.
make you produce more oil. Because if you strip your hair of oil that often, your hair will produce more oil.
Right.
There's a balance, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I wish I had real hair, but I wear wigs, and even they need to be not washed all the time because they can frizz and stuff. It's weird.
Yeah, I cannot tell you what a shock it was the first time I figured out that you wore a wig, and the first time that I saw you without it, I was like, "Who the hell is this? Captain Picard's son or something?"
I
Oh,
like
I
yo
love that
yeah
compliment. Thank you.
I like sometime in the last month you mentioned something about wearing a wig, Starfleet Boy, and I was like, you what? Like no idea.
I felt like the
I don't-
only reason I knew was because Fathery gave me like 12 reference pictures, and some of them had like this long fluffy hair, and some of them didn't. I was like, "What's going on with this?"
I love
All right,
it.
guys.
He
all right,
sent you
guys.
12 reference pictures. I love that.
Why would he do that?
Because you want to and Marcy did, by the way. She
know.
captured me. You got to capture the person.
I've never sent Marcy 12 reference pictures, and she's always done a really good job with me.
That's because Fathery underestimated Marcy.
Actually, the first time I drew you, I did. Remember, I made you take like 5.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I
And
think the only reason
yeah.
you didn't have me do that, Marcy, is you had been on video streams with me, and you're like, I think I know what Rachel looks like.
Yeah, I felt more comfortable.
Yeah.
Right. All right, guys. So now I'm gonna go. Bye. Okay. So where the hell was I? I can't remember where the hell I was. But if you guys want to watch this series with us at home, we're watching it on Netflix. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna count to 3, and on 0 we're all gonna press play. So let me get sort of queued up here. All right, guys. So is everybody ready? Kind of
We're
ready.
ready.
Yeah.
All right.
Ready.
So here we go. 3, 2, 1, play.
Boom boom or whatever that thing, right? Boom, boom.
Ta-dum. That's what they call it, right?
Ta-dum. Ooh, this is a cool opening credit sequence. What?
It is cool.
It's
It reminds
so
me of
cool.
Avatar. Like the Last Airbender.
Wow.
Not Blue People.
Oh, right.
I like the music already and everything.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much good K-pop in this because when they make a K-drama, they get an original soundtrack. They don't just use canned music from artists that are already out there. They always commission new music for every show. So it's
Ooh.
really, really good.
Oh, cool. I like what this lady's wearing.
It's rainy here. I could use that hat today.
It's very practical.
It really is. I like the purple flourish, but not quite. It's nice. It's like grayish.
Mm-hmm.
I think the purple thing is a little bit too much, but hey, to each his own, right?
I have a bunch
Practical.
of Korean subtitles, but no translations. But
I'm
I
gonna say,
don't
are those credits?
These are just the
Oh,
names.
credits.
Yeah, these are just the
Yeah.
names.
Okay. Well, all you people, thank you for making this.
Yeah, thank you. I wish I could tell you what your names are. I wish they'd translate those.
Pluto Sound Group. I got that.
Yeah,
there you go. Yo, Pluto.
I'm at this weird point in learning Korean that I can sound out those things, but I cannot tell you what they mean.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, I've never tried learning Korean, but I've tried learning Japanese, and oh my god, so much. Like, does Korea have more than one like letter system?
They do. They have this that you're seeing on the screen, which is the modern, and by modern I mean it's hundreds of years old, but it's more modern, and then it's
Mhm.
uniquely Korean. And then they also have a writing system that was brought in from Chinese.
Okay, so yeah, Japanese is 3, and the one has come over
Ooh.
from China, but they use them interchangeably.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, so what's on the screen is Hangul, and then I believe the other one is called Hanja, and I have not started to learn that, and that it's much more complicated and only used in very formal settings.
Whoa, what is this thing? It's freaking me out. What is happening right now? This is amazing already. Like from the start.
Maybe.
What? This is wild. I've never seen anything on TV like this before. This is cool. The effects are amazing.
These are really good effects for TV. Like, really good.
You can tell, like, this is a partnership between a Korean company and Netflix, and you can tell they had a budget.
Yeah.
It's just you saying they had a budget. I watched
That's
a
pretty
Hallmark
cool.
movie for the first time with a couple friends the other day, and then we're like halfway through, we're like, they actually have a budget for this one. What is this?
Which movie? What movie was that? We should watch it.
Oh,
I want to watch a Hallmark Christmas movie, guys. Sorry.
Oh, that's a good idea.
fun.
No.
This one was one where they were. It was something about the Nutcracker in the title because they were like ballet dancers, and then the lead guy was like a guy who was in center stage, so he could actually dance. So they actually like filmed him dancing.
Nice. This man is so handsome. I'm so distracted.
I like what the zombie guy's doing back there with like the water thing.
Yeah, he's caught in like this force field.
Because I have the dub going. The dub is not great.
No, it's really not.
I'm not gonna change it. I refuse to change.
No, but there's a really good
But it
movie.
is
There's a really good science fiction movie on Netflix called Oxygen about this girl
Whoa,
who
this
gets
guy's so creepy.
stuck in a stasis pod, and the dub in that film is really great.
I'll say
I'm gonna switch it back to Korean and just read the subtitles. I cannot take it. when it
Whoa,
doesn't
look at
line up
this.
right.
That's really cool.
I think dubbing in live action is always a very hit or miss for me. I think dubbing is, yeah, I switch it back to Korean. The dubbing in animation is always better to me. Like, I think it just, there's less of a
It's less exact when people move their mouths.
Yeah,
I think
well,
so
I
you
was
don't
thinking
fall
there's-
into this.
It feels a little, I can't think of the right term. You know when you like look at the de-aged people and it looks wrong, but it like
The uncanny valley.
yeah, there's an uncanny
Right.
valley for dubbing in live action that there isn't in animation for me.
I agree. Because I can watch the dubbing in Studio Ghibli, but not these.
Yeah, like
I have it low enough where like the dubbing is just kind of like a murmur, but I'm mostly paying attention to the subtitles. But it's just so I don't hear the nuance of the terribleness, I guess.
yeah. I mean, in dubbing, it's like dubbing is a really hard thing to do, anyways. Like, I do not envy the people trying to dub this.
I would love
Oh,
to
yeah.
be a dubbing artist. It would be my dream come true, actually. I would love to dub anything, court dramas, whatever you want. Like,
You have a voice for it too. My voice is all like crackly and weird.
no, we could all be we should do a
Never do
troupe. We should come as a troupe. We should dub whole series. Like, we should all play different characters.
Move to tell.
Can I
Move to
actually
Texas.
can I actually
Funimation is
Star Trek
based in
Picard
Dallas.
season 2 and make it better?
I'm down to do a redub of Picard season 2 with you guys. That'd be fun.
I'm sorry.
Like, people have to lower the volume on Picard and they hear us doing the dialogue. I love that. Like, that's actually a great idea.
That would be hilarious.
Hey, we could actually put it on. I mean, so we don't get sued by CBS. We could put it on like fanedit.org.
Whatever. You won't get sued. We're just talking. It's just us talking. I'll be Picard. I wish Vash was here. I'm sorry.
So what's so tell me something. That guy stepped out of his house this morning and thought wearing a pink sort of thing was a good idea.
I mean,
He feels confident.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
I like
Pink
him in it.
as-
Oh my gosh,
Pink
he's
is an
so distracting.
Pink as an exclusively feminine color is a pretty Western ideal. So
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
not
that's
exactly
true.
fair to like.
I mean, even in modern K-dramas, men wear a lot of pink, and
Yeah.
it works. Like, they have like great skin for it. Like, why not? Why not wear pink?
I look great in pink,
I
guys.
mean,
just
actually,
saying.
like it's a pretty modern ideal too. That pink and blue are like such gendered colors.
Yeah, it's Western and it's modern.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
look, if you can wear
Marcelo,
it well,
it's the greatest con of our time, and you fell for it.
Exactly.
that's great. Why? Yeah. What's that? Why do I keep inviting you to these things? I have no idea. Why do I keep doing this?
Sorry.
All he said was he didn't like pink, and you know what? He's allowed to not like pink. Not everyone
That's
has to
true.
like pink. That's okay.
You should
Thanks,
never.
Sorry.
Although, if you don't like pink, my house might not be for you. I literally have a pink couch.
No, but see, the thing is, I don't like the color pink, but if I like the person who has pink everywhere, I'll look over it.
I
He's
think Star
willing to
Trek's missing
overlook
out
it.
by not doing
Yeah.
a pink interior on a starship.
Okay,
Oh,
so
if
we're
you do
chatting
that,
a lot. I
forget it.
just want to go into what's happening on the scene
Oh,
here.
yeah.
This
Oh, yeah,
guy
sorry.
in pink, the king is asking him to let him use his body because the king is sick, right? So he's like, let me use your body for a couple days. And For
Wow.
some reason, he's gonna go for it and let him use his body, and they're gonna trade.
You, so, Marcy, do they like really explain how these individuals get these powers? Because it's like
But
kind of
it's
like not
They do,
explained.
but
It's
it is
just
going to take a full 15 episodes. So
okay.
ooh,
Well,
I'm gonna watch
Okay.
it.
this is just the beginning.
Oh, I
So
love
far they've
the.
established what happens when it goes
Whoa.
wrong. That was the blue guy, right? And this is
Yeah, yeah.
how you get there. So they're very slowly setting up. Like Korean dramas take their time.
yeah. If I
I
was
mean, are Korean dramas like telenovelas where it's like they're not super open, they're not as open ended, like there's an end goal in sight?
Yeah, generally they are 12 to 18 episodes long.
Okay.
They air the first 6 episodes, and the network will tell them whether they get 12 or 18 after this, depending on the first ratings. And it's a complete story. This one is a bit unusual because it does have 2 seasons.
What?
The second season is coming out next month, but that's highly
Wow.
unusual, and that's more because
Mm-hmm.
Netflix was involved.
What
Yeah.
year is this? The effects are insane.
This
This
just
looks
came
really
out
cool.
like a couple
Oh
months ago.
wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know what other like I'm so glued into Star Trek that I don't see what other shows do, and this is like nuts. Like and also just this type of filming too is like beautiful.
I
It
was
looks like they're
like,
filming in really cool locations.
most of the stuff recently I've been watching that isn't Star Trek is not are shows that wouldn't need effects like this. Like Abbott Elementary is talking about people flying around.
Right.
It'd be really weird if they did. Um, so I'm like, oh yeah,
So
other shows have good
this
effects too.
this is this guy's wife, but now the king is in his body. So this is really sad.
Oh wow. That's crazy. He must be certain that he could do something good as the king to make that kind of like a sacrifice. That's nuts.
That's
Yeah,
Oh,
pretty.
I'm not really even sure why he went for what the king suggested.
does the wife know
The
Lord
wife does
that
Jesus,
not know.
oh no.
Not sure I love that.
Yeah, that
In
is
fact, I
that
may
is the key problem of the entire drama. What's about to happen in this
is
scene.
that so that's the king with the other guy in his body now?
Yeah.
Oh, I could have waited a second and they would say it was.
Suddenly he's not as attractive as he was. Wow.
Mm.
He's
Because
scary
he's that
now.
good of an actor. Because he can be
Yeah,
a
he's
nice guy
like
and
he
a scary guy.
and a scary guy. Wow. Oh no. No. His heart's look, his heart he's going nuts. He's like, "No. Oh no." You didn't think about this when you agreed?
So
see, guys,
immediately
this
he,
is
I
this is
know.
why you
What was
need to
he
think
thinking?
things through before you do them.
Wow. That was an epic setup.
Yeah,
that's
that
that's
is the
nuts.
problem of the entire drama right there.
But it's still ongoing, right? So we've not yet
Yeah.
concluded the story. That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, is that a dragon?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Ooh.
I love this lady's hat.
I know. Look at her hat. It's just like
I'm,
you can see her hair at the top too.
yeah, I'm really interested to see.
Oh,
I'm
it's
really
20
interested to
years
see what
later.
your thumbnail for this, what your thumbnail for the stream is going to be.
I was so excited about doing it, and I had such a bad week, which I don't want to get into right now, but I will do it still.
Well, I told you it wasn't important. Take your time with it.
That made me feel a lot better too. She's like taking her time getting her hat off. She's so cool.
Sorry about that background noise, guys. This is wild.
Magic arrows.
This was one, like, normally when I watch K-dramas, I'll watch them by myself. And I got into like this part and I stopped it and I called my husband. I was like, nope, you're gonna have to watch this one with me. You're gonna love it. I went back and started it over. And he did. He watched the whole thing with me.
The imagination and the like kind of I love those like Final Fantasy games and stuff like that, and they just like have a good way of like blending magic and sort of like martial
Mysticism.
arts and mysticism.
Mhm.
Yeah, and this
Mhm.
feels like that kind of vibe to me. I love it. And they're executing it so beautifully. Like I'm watching it on a small screen right now, but the effects are sharp.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, I find if I'm having to use subtitles for something like completely, I find smaller screen closer to me easier.
Because you're
I feel
reading.
like, because I feel like sometimes my TV's too big and I'm like my eyes are darting across the screen.
That's cool.
Ooh, yeah, she
That
just
is
got
cool.
pierced.
You know, the audio. I'm getting used to the audio dub because I turned it down, so I don't really hear the show anymore. I hear you guys a little bit louder, but
Mm-hmm. But you still have the subtitles on.
yeah.
Yeah. It's the best of both worlds.
Oh, I think I'm like a second or two behind you guys because when I switched it back, it like delayed for a second.
Mhm.
Do you want us to pause for a quick second?
I don't know how off it is to figure that out.
Whoa, look at this.
Yeah.
Starfleet boy, you want to give her a time code?
Here we go. Ready? I will
Yeah.
I will be the time code person.
Mhm.
1616. And then let me know if when you need like fine tuning.
What are you at now?
Let's see. I'm at 1643.
Jesus.
Oh wait, Netflix is so bad at this. Hold on.
Netflix is terrible at it. It's annoying.
All right, I can tell you what the timestamp is counting down.
Oh yeah, do
So,
that. It's easier.
all right. 5306, 5305, 5303, 5302, 5301, 5300, 52, 5258, 57, 56,
Okay,
55.
I'm on 52:27 now. I think I think it's as close
Nice.
as we're gonna get.
All right. Relative time and
Yeah.
relative dimensions. Perfect.
Yeah. If you guys were here for my last stream, vis-a-vis, I love you guys. I didn't do it because I don't like you guys anymore, but I had a little snafu in my last live stream that was very embarrassing.
What was it? I don't remember. Don't
Um,
don't reopen. I don't mean to reopen old wounds.
no. You know, you weren't here. I was with PJ.
Ah, okay.
But
This is the
yeah,
longest battle I've ever seen
we
on
couldn't get
TV,
synced up.
Mhm.
but in a good way. Like it's
Yeah. No, it's cool.
her voice sounds familiar, like the person dubbing her voice. I wonder who the actor is.
I wouldn't even know how to find that, I guess.
I am curious. Okay.
You could go
I
to.
would. I bet like if you recognize, I bet it's someone who does like anime dubbing.
Hmm.
That's possible.
No, but to find out who the person that did the dubbing is, you could go to IMDb because I think the people who
It'll say
do
it.
dubs are also
Do they
listed
list them
there.
there? Oh, okay.
Oh, it's rad.
Yeah, they're also listed. Yeah.
Wow, look at this. Like
That's kind of cool.
Do you guys watch like that The Wheel of Time and
Yeah,
nice.
I did. I did because one of my friends recommended it to me, and I love Rosamund Pike, so that was an easy sell for
Mhm.
me.
Yeah.
So she's doing the Alchemy of Souls, which is the body swapping with this girl that she just found.
Okay, so she just hot bodies then. Okay,
Yeah.
Mhm.
okay.
And so you get this mark left on you when you do that?
Yes.
I mean, it's a nice visual cue to let you know that that this individual who was just in this body switched to the other one.
Hmm.
We should watch hiking. We should watch that movie with Michelle Yeoh. What's that movie called?
Like
Oh,
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
yeah, we should do that.
I want to see her new movie with you guys. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh,
I
you
haven't
haven't
What?
seen the
seen
new one either.
everything,
Everything?
everywhere,
Oh,
all at
Yeah.
once.
Yeah, that
that
one. That would be
movie.
nice to
Movie
watch with you
so
guys.
good.
Yeah,
It's
that
fucking
movie's
wild too.
yeah, that movie's great. I went to the theater and actually watched that. It was great.
Oh,
Mhm.
cool.
I watched it like with 6 other people.
Y'all, I haven't been to the theater since the pandemic started.
I love the
Yeah.
the landscape in like Korea, Japan, that part of China. Um there's a lot of like uh, are those, what is it, carnivorous trees? Like, is that right?
I
But
have no idea.
it's a very north, kind of like northish
Kind of thing.
environment. I mean, they have like hot summers, but
Mm.
Right.
I don't know.
So
Temperate,
he's
is that the right word?
actually, yeah, this cutie is actually a K-pop star.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, him right there. Who is he?
Is that the guy? Is that the guy that you were drawing in your stream today? I mean, your draw.
No, he's someone else. I actually don't know what group he's with, but I know he's like a singer dancer.
In my
Um,
youth, like over 10 years ago, I was obsessed with
Oh,
Super Junior.
it's that actor is like also a K-pop star. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly.
mm.
It makes sense. He's the most beautiful one so far that we've
Right.
seen in person.
He's pretty.
I never had pet birds. No, I did when I was a kid. Did you guys ever have pet birds?
No,
No,
my mom was
no.
like morally against it.
Oh, she's wise.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think that
Wait,
like we have
just
to keep,
morally against birds specifically?
like, no, just keeping birds should be like, I feel like birds should be out there
I think
because
she
of the
means
way
Yeah,
that
she
animals,
they're,
didn't
right?
like
it's
them
like,
in cages.
yeah.
Or
Like cats are domesticated for like thousands of years. It's a different story, and so are
Right,
cats are
right.
evil.
dogs. Cats are not evil, Marcelo. But dogs and cats are like are
Oh
products
yeah,
of
like
of a long standing relationship. Like all these newer
Mm-hmm.
relationships, those are, I feel, forced. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
other animals should just remain wild if they want to. But there's always exceptions. You see these beautiful bonds that people have with like crows, for example. There's a YouTuber
mhm.
who has like this amazing relationship with a crow, and I'm just like, no, they're like sharing a life with
Well,
us. It's
yeah.
crazy.
There's also because there's also like farm animals which have
Yeah,
also in
that's
different
true.
ways but have been bonded to humans in a way.
That's
Like
true.
for instance, like sheep that are bred in captivity can't really live on their own because they don't shed wool
Right, you're
anymore.
right. All those
They have to
animals
be
are
shared.
domesticated, but like I feel like parakeets are not, they're just kind of like captured, not domesticated. I don't know.
Mm.
Maybe
I
parakeets
don't.
go back to
I
the
I
day,
understand what
don't.
but
you're saying.
Yeah, I don't know enough about birds. So I was like, I'm sure there are like birds, like some kinds of birds that are somewhat domesticated, but I don't couldn't tell enough.
pigeons would be the closest thing I could think of
Yeah.
I
cuz
mean, yeah, we have carrier pigeons, so like we have
yeah.
trained them to do something.
Yeah, exactly. But maybe ravens too, cuz Game of Thrones might be onto something. Ravens are insanely intelligent. animals. It's quite remarkable, actually.
So this is the main male lead, and he is wrapping up his training with this master, which is like his 12th master, and nobody really wants to train him because his energy was turned off by his dad. So we'll get into that, but that's what's happening here is he's realizing like this teacher student relationship isn't going to work, so he's leaving.
Okay. We should also watch the Titanic together. That would be cool.
That feels really random for this conversation, but
Yeah, it does. It does. But we kind of do random crap. I mean, we were just talking about
it's
birds
true.
a couple
Oh,
minutes
it's
ago.
true.
So did he just threaten him? He's like, I might not be good at magic, but I can sue you.
They
Is that what
definitely
happened?
have an antagonistic relationship.
Okay, cool. Whee! Oh, did she like go into like a blind woman?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm definitely going to watch this series, but I'm so distracted by these very beautiful people on the screen. It's crazy.
So the actress with the blindfold has been in this business since she was really young, like a young teenager. She's been making dramas. She's probably the biggest name in this.
Oh, the you said the blind woman.
Yeah.
I'm calling her that. I assume the actress is not blind. That's pretty rare.
No, the actress is not blind,
Yeah.
but yeah, she's playing a blind person right now.
I mean, the one thing I really like about this pilot is all the mysticism. I think it's really cool. That's really cool.
This is so beautiful.
Her hair's so pretty.
She's got some upper body strength for a really small young woman.
Not as much
Maybe
as she's
not.
used to.
Maybe not. Okay. What's the deal with the clown music? Maybe not. That was funny.
That doesn't look cooked.
It doesn't, does it? Maybe it was boiled? I don't know.
But that
It
doesn't look
definitely
too
doesn't look
appetizing
seasoned.
either.
Like
Ugh,
salt, pepper, some garlic.
no.
So,
Look how she looks over the blindfold.
What an asshole.
I do have to say, this is like the most G-rated brothel situation ever because, like, we never see anything actually happening.
mm-hmm.
They just sit around and have tea, and honestly, I don't know why they even named it that. I meant to look that up. Like, did that have a different meaning back in the day or what?
Like, but this translated weirdly. That man is very pretty. Like,
I had to look him up because I was like, wait, is he a K-pop? But no, he is not. He's just an actor.
I was about to ask. I was like, he seems like he should be.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, maybe he can't sing. I don't know.
Right.
Wow. I don't know what to say, guys. I just this show's so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
It's so gorgeous. I've never seen a show like this. I thought Lord of the Rings was beautiful. This is like equally as sharp as the blade flies through the camera. I kind of wish Star Trek Discovery looked like this.
Oh, Star Trek Discovery looks better than this. Come on now.
What are you talking about? This is great. Look at this.
I think they look equally good, but so much of Star Trek Discovery by nature has to take place on a soundstage.
Right.
Like,
So, you know,
Mhm.
I mean, take the take the take the Vulcan Hello, right? The first episode of Star Trek Discovery, and you're telling me that this looks better than that?
Well, this looks pretty good.
yeah.
Mm.
Well,
I actually
and you
think the
have to
Vulcan
remember
Hello
this too.
looks worse than this, Marcelo. I hate to say it.
This is like 5 years newer. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you are
Yeah.
And
seeing
also,
an
there is
advance in
something
technology.
like when you're able to film like on actual locations, which it looks like a lot of this is. Like,
Right.
it just looks
Yeah.
more real. Like,
Disco 3 and 4 look the best of the discos
yeah.
because they have so many on location shots.
Okay.
Like they filmed this, like those buildings are a theme park that they film a lot of historical dramas at so that they don't actually mess up their historical buildings.
Oh, that's really smart.
Hmm.
Also,
Yeah, it's
like
true.
their historical buildings would have a lot of tourists.
Yeah.
I want to
I guess the
live at
theme park
these
they
theme
can.
parks. Like,
It's
what? It's like, can I just be like a
so pretty.
permanent caretaker of these grounds? It's beautiful.
She's so excited for the food.
That's putting your powers to good use. Break a crab shell. Yeah.
No, I think I might be a little ahead of you. Damn it.
Yeah. As long as we're like in the ballpark, it's okay.
Yeah.
I think we're
I,
within the same
I
minute.
like
That's
that chest that they have. With the cool, it's like almost like a wall pattern thing.
yeah, the flower thing
Yeah, I want it. It's pretty.
is really pretty. It's kind of like a shiny metallic-y paint.
Mhm.
Is this like Riverdale in Korea? I
Yeah,
love Riverdale. What are you? Why are you
if this was
laughing?
like Riverdale,
That's a that's a strange comparison. Okay.
if this was like Riverdale, there would be no magic in this season, and they would just slowly start adding magic in until it gets insane.
Yeah. I remember watching Riverdale season 1 and be like, "Ooh, this is a good show," but Riverdale got kind of nuts.
I gave up on Riverdale around Murder D&D.
Uh-huh.
What about Sabrina? Did you stick with Sabrina?
I did not. Sabrina was genuinely hard to not that it was a bad show. It was filmed so darkly I couldn't see anything. And like the
Yeah.
contrast was weird. But I do want to point out because she was complaining like you're blind, you can't do your makeup. Like blind people do manage to do their own makeup, like in real life. Like obviously they have to adapt things, but
Have you seen these wild TikToks and conspiracies that Stevie Wonder is not actually blind?
that is no, and that is dumb as shit.
I
Like
know, I know, but it is dumb shit. That's all I'll say.
you know what? Everything thing I've seen, they're like, oh, they did all this amazing thing. They couldn't have actually been disabled. I was like, or you're just ableist. Like that's
But like the I haven't had a chance to like dive deep. I'm not gonna go into it now, but like because
Ah,
this
why
is
they hung up?
forever recorded, and I know I'm gonna get it wrong.
Doesn't
But
matter to
this
me anyway.
there's like a quote from Stevie Wonder himself, or there's like some instances of Stevie Wonder himself giving away that perhaps it is an act. So it is weird. That's all I'll say.
I feel like that he's joking around. He's like has a pretty good sense of humor.
I agree. I'm
Like
totally in agreement
yeah.
with you. It's just the edit. You got to see the edit.
Mhm.
I love their chemistry.
Hmm.
Like, it's not a ship unless like someone's threatened to kill the other person.
Mm-hmm.
Look, enemies to lovers is a real thing.
That's right.
I love how quirky this music is getting.
I want him to say all those things to me. Only my eyes are pretty.
Would
Sorry,
you say her
sorry,
eyes are
everyone
the
else.
only pretty thing about her? The rest of her's ugly? Is that what they were trying to?
Probably.
some of the cultural idiosyncrasies don't sometimes clash with our our idiosyncrasies,
Mm-hmm.
which is interesting to note.
It like, because I know like, and you know, I just know, in fact, like it's probably like the translations are probably not exact because like some things just do not translate well.
Mm. Ironically, this is not even the first drama I've seen where they use a crab leg this way and as a weapon.
I was just gonna. I was wondering.
What? There's
I was gonna ask
oh
actually.
my god, okay.
That's hilarious.
I was
I'm
just
gonna do this
realizing as I'm
next time.
watching it.
Next time I'm having snow crab, this is happening to my dinner partner.
Threaten someone at the table.
I'm totally gonna do it.
If you do that for real, you got to put it in our chat.
Maybe I'll do it at Mission Seattle. We'll see. I'll do it to one of y'all if you're there. Whoa, that is harsh. I
That's
feel
rude
her.
much.
I feel her pain. I would hear that also. It's Leonardo DiCaprio. Oh no, sorry. This man gave me Leo vibes for a second,
Mm.
and I thought, oh,
Oh,
did they do a famous person cameo?
I feel like we would get a Korean celebrity, not Leonardo DiCaprio in this.
I feel like Leonardo DiCaprio would be perfect to like just cameo. Like it's like nothing to us, but to them in Korea, like I feel like some stars like David Hasselhoff are like, no, that's Germany. There's some
Yeah,
countries that
that's
just
Germany.
adore, yeah, like there's some countries that adore certain actors. I don't know where Leonardo DiCaprio's adored. I feel like India might be somewhere where he's adored because my mom always talks about him.
Tommy Lee Jones advertises for coffee in Japan.
No way.
Like a specific coffee brand.
Yeah.
It's
That's
Boss
cool.
Coffee, and he's like just pictures. My favorite thing about it is like there are pictures from everywhere, and like it's this one photo in particular photo, and they do not do an inch of Photoshop on him. You could see every goddamn wrinkle. Like,
Poor Tommy Lee Jones. Huh?
It's because
uh,
different priorities. I think it's interesting.
yeah.
That's very cool.
But I found subtitles of like of the commercials he actually does, and there's an entire fucking like plot to them where he's an alien who just happens to look like Tommy Lee Jones that comes is trying to study Earth and falls in love with this Japanese coffee brand. And in fact, at one point they have him go back to his home
That's so
planet and he
random.
comes back for the coffee. And they call him Alien Jones.
Oh man, this is very Star Wars right here,
Mm-hmm.
like the Darth Maul type of stuff, or Darth Sidious, I should say.
Yeah, this really reminds me of Star Wars in a lot of ways. The way that they can pull out swords from nothing and then they just appear from the hilt.
Right, right. And Star Wars is inspired by a lot of Japanese and Asian. It's
Yeah,
influenced
there's
heavily, and
definitely
actually,
the
oh,
Jedi are
sorry, go ahead.
very samurai based.
George Lucas
Hmm.
originally wanted to cast the whole film with Asian actors, but it was kind of vetoed, I think, by the studios. So the original concept was to do a Asian type film, sci-fi film. This lady's harsh.
But I love her anyway. She's one of my favorites.
Wow.
Who is this woman? Like, is she like his mother or like the head servant?
She's like the head servant at his house
Yeah.
who's been taking care of him because his mother died in childbirth and his dad left when he was a baby. So she's pretty much in charge.
Oh,
But
and his dad left and also was like, "I'm gonna block your magic."
Yeah, exactly.
but wait, this is still he's still inhabited by the king though, right?
This is a different guy, right?
Oh
This
no,
is a different
sorry,
guy, yeah.
my
So the
bad.
guy the
Oh
guy who
yeah,
was
yeah, I
inhabited
know.
by the king is his dad, like biologically, but maybe not spiritually, and he left.
That's right. That's right. Okay, gotcha, gotcha,
I
gotcha.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry. You're saying the guy who let his body be inhabited by the king is his father?
This is his son.
Sorry,
Yeah,
is the
so
king
the main
is the king his son or the guy who is in the king's body right now?
The king is
so the
spiritually his
king
son,
yeah, so the
his
king
father rather.
switched bodies with the mage, and then
Mm-hmm.
he went and impregnated this lady. And so when they switched back, like at the end of the 5 days or whatever, he never felt like it was really his son because he wasn't there for the deed.
Yeah.
So
It's
he didn't want him to ever like get power because I think he wasn't sure like what kind of person he would be if he was the king's son or his son, and so he cut off his magic before he left. And so the young man is the baby who's all grown up now.
it has echoes of what I know as the Arthurian legend. Actually, now that I think about it, with the mage and the king, it's
Mm-hmm.
interesting.
Especially with the king being like, "I'm gonna have a figure out a way to get with my soldier's wife."
Yeah,
And
he
then
couldn't
this,
have an heir, so like this is his shot at having an heir. But to me, it's like not really because it wasn't his body,
It wasn't his body, not his wife.
right? But I'm not sure the show agrees with me on that.
There's still steam coming out of it.
oh, is he gonna really take a bath? Did you just say, "Can we?" Yes, yes, take a bath, please. Sorry, am I being too naughty, Marcella?
I don't give a shit. Say what you want.
Okay, thanks. I would,
I want
in
that
like
food. I want all of the food.
in all seriousness, I would bathe. I would love to bathe in a hot thing like that.
Like a steam bath or something?
Yeah, but like in the setting, like wherever they are, like it's just beautiful. It's like a spa.
I mean,
That's what
like
it looks like.
onsens are common in Japan. The only thing about them is one,
Oh,
they are public, and so you are naked with a lot of other people, which is very weird for Western things. And also, I don't know if Korea has this, but tattoos are still pretty taboo in Japan.
I
So a
got
lot of
used to like communal nakedness when I walked on the Camino de Santiago through Spain, because you have to stay in these albergues. So there's like showers that have no boundaries. I feel like there were some that were even co-ed, which was odd. I don't know if
I
I'm
never
making that
saw
up, but
any. The onsens in Japan that I saw that were co-ed, you wore bathing suits too.
oh, okay.
Because there was like one. Well, there was one also that had like there were slides and stuff, which you didn't do the slides naked. That would be weird.
I mean, I think modesty is important. I feel like
Mhm.
modesty is important to me,
Yeah.
but I admire cultures that don't have a
Mhm.
hang up about it.
So overall, dramas that are broadcast on Korean television are very conservative to Americans,
Mhm.
because they have a lot of standards still that we don't have. Like, because I think we're used to like cable and even the stuff that we have on our broadcast television, like they would not allow.
Yeah.
The networks would they would get fined by the government. So it's if it's a show that just went to Netflix, then it would be more on par with like an American show. But if it was broadcast in Korea, then it is quite conservative to us, which is why like the brothel is very G-rated.
Mhm.
Like I heard somebody compare the cultures and they were saying like South Korea right now is more like America was in the 90s, as far as like just the
Mhm.
way like conservatively.
I mean, I think cable in the U.S. is really like because you don't have to deal with like the FCC rules as much.
Hmm.
Nope.
Mm.
That's why if I ever create a show, it'll be for like HBO, some because I don't have to deal with all the crap. I could tell the story I want to tell.
My favorite thing that was remember once like I think it was Hallmark or Lifetime or something like that was showing old Frasier episodes and they were bleeping stuff out and I was like, Frasier was a
What?
network television show that aired 20 years ago. What could you possibly have to bleep out?
Yeah, I love Frasier. Me and my grandfather watch it every day.
I Frasier's my family's like show to watch together.
Yeah, but during the pandemic, I also introduced my family to this little show called The Nanny because of somebody. So
Because of me
yeah,
not
because of
shutting up
you.
about it.
Yeah. Oh my god! But I'm so grateful that you didn't shut up about it
No,
because I love that show now.
such a good show. God, it's the one thing TikTok wants me to talk about. I okay, actually, this is only like the TikTok was only tangentially related to the nanny, but I put it on Twitter too. But the one that I filmed in literally 10 seconds, where I was talking about my mom's gonna date with a vampire, and I just said I was like I would fall for him because he has Mr. Sheffield's face, even knowing he's like an evil vampire. It has over 80,000 views on TikTok. And I was like, what the hell? For the record, no, I usually get a couple hundred views.
That's awesome.
The thing about the nanny that surprised me recently, I think I told you this, Rachel. Um,
Mhm.
when it kind of clicked for me that Niles is the same actor who plays Moriarty in TNG. I was like, what
Oh
the
yeah.
hell?
I mean, when I saw Moriarty, I went Niles.
Right. And I just found out recently that a good friend of mine also loves the nanny.
The costumes are so chic.
Hmm.
Yeah, I love the fantasy aspect because they are allowed to do stuff like that when maybe it's not historically accurate. And it's like, it doesn't
Right.
matter, it's
What's
fantasy.
funny is these look closer to kimonos to me than humbucks. Like,
I guess the mages have like these beautiful colors. Like that's cool.
mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I want to live in this world. I
I
don't want
kind
to
of
live
wish they
in.
let
I,
like
I,
the other
I,
actor do this flashback and just maybe do like give him a different haircut so we'd know he's younger because this actor isn't that much younger
uh,
and it's really confusing.
it
Mm-hmm.
is confusing. I was gonna say I don't want to
It
live
took me a
next to
second, and I
him.
was like, "Oh, it's that dude."
He's
Hmm.
too whiny. Come on, don't be mad. Uh,
Because like this actor's only like 24. They could have easily made him a little younger.
Maybe they were under time constraints or something.
That's possible.
Look at this crazy outfit too, or costume. It's so iridescent. It's beautiful. It's nuts.
This is like the most PG brothel and the most clean, the cleanest brothel I've ever seen. It's like,
That's what I'm saying.
Marcel, that you've ever seen? Wow.
How many
I've
brothels are
seen,
you at?
yeah, no, I've seen some pretty messed up crap. So I won't tell you how, but yeah.
Hopefully, it was on like some TV show or
Mm-hmm.
Skinemax movie, and well, we won't get into it.
Yeah, I'm just thankful that this stream isn't going to have any copyright issues because oh, the last stream we did together was such a nightmare. Not because of you guys, but the stupid thing I did. Oh, it drove me crazy. So is that like a futon or something?
So in Korea, they started sleeping on the floor because they heated their houses from underneath, so the floor was the warmest spot. So that
Ah, that's
became,
interesting. I've always
yeah.
wondered that. I've always
The
wondered about that.
I mean, it's also like Japan also similarly, and then also there's just not a lot of space in a lot of these homes, so it makes sense to have a bed that's not always there.
Hmm, hmm. But that's really interesting that they heat the
Like,
homes from the
mm-hmm.
bottom up and like there's no like central air conditioning or anything like that.
Yeah, it's a traditional way, so um that's the tradition. And a lot of dramas, like in modern dramas, you'll see the older people sleeping on the floor and the younger people have beds.
Okay.
Um, so I had when I lived in Japan, I had a friend who lived off base, and she had like she was American. She had an American bed, but it literally took up her whole room. Like you would just come into her room and fall on her bed. I think it was a
The
full
room was
size
bed.
bed, but she wanted a bed, which I don't blame her.
Yeah.
I watched Donnie Darko for the first time. I'm just falling onto that bed.
Like, I will kill you.
Break his neck, break no, that's not gonna happen. The music, the choices
I
in music is
I
really
feel like
strange
tweeting
to
that
me.
at. I feel like tweeting that at Elon Musk. I refuse to do whatever sick thing you're trying to get me to do.
I love their dynamic because he thinks he's in charge and she knows she can kill him anytime she wants.
Mm-hmm.
There's this great power dynamic.
I thought I had like a lot of husbands on Star Trek, but I feel like all these people are my husbands on this show. It's crazy.
I mean, they're pretty.
I apologize to these amazing performers. I do not mean to objectify you, but at the same time, I feel like maybe men should be objectified just a little bit, but not too much because it's also mean, but just a little bit so you can understand what women have gone through for so long. But no, maybe not. That's the wrong way. Sorry, Starfleet Boy's wrong. I correct myself.
This
Like
public
that was a big
service
circle,
announcement
we
was
ended up in the
approved by
same
Balloon
place.
Hit Productions.
Starfleet Boy finds the light live.
I wrote a fan fiction for this, and where she's going now is called Sungrim, but I set it in present day, so I made Sungrim a big corporation they were all working for.
Ooh.
Cool. That's cool. Is there like a website that you could post that fanfic to if you want?
Yeah, I post on Archive of Our Own.
It was going to be like, I would assume Archive of Our Own. Just also because
Yeah.
there's rumors that fanfiction.net's going down, so I wouldn't post.
Oh yeah, we talked about that on our the Sound of Music stream.
Yeah. I wouldn't,
yeah,
I
we
wouldn't
did.
exclusively post to fanfiction.net right now, is my.
Archive of Our Own. Okay, I'll look that up.
It's whole thing. It's a nonprofit that's like main work is just to save like fan creations.
Okay, cool. I mean, back in the day, I wrote a fanfic for Smallville.
Nice.
I have so much fun with fan fiction. Just like you get to like hang out with the characters longer and just explore and throw them in fun situations and be like, what would they do if they were in present day? And yeah,
It's also I stand by that fan fiction can be a really good exercise for writers who like struggle like are trying to like work on their prose and not necessarily like world building, because you don't have to think about world building at all. You already have a world.
Yeah,
you just
already there.
have to focus on writing and getting and developing that skill.
That's a great point.
The best exercise as a writer for you to practice on the things that you're not necessarily good at is to be thrown in a world that you didn't create. Like me, for example, with my Star Trek pilot, right? That thing was easy to. I mean, nobody's gonna watch this anyway, but that thing was easy to write because the Star Trek world was already built. I didn't have to make anything up, or I didn't have to build the blocks; they were already there. Oh, that's cool. So,
You have like a force field around their spot. And also the fire thing you would not want to do to an actual historic building.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure how they did this, but yeah.
I would maybe this is a sound stage.
I would think so, right? Because like Marcy just said, they wouldn't want to burn down a historical building or
Or
an
a theme
historical
park.
area or something.
Or a theme park. I actually think that fire is computer animated. I don't think because this is the theme park set. Like I don't think that
yeah. They probably can we set it on fire? No.
No, yeah, you're not setting our park on fire.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I think it was CG.
Yeah, sure.
My friend was she was saying like which one of these guys was the prettiest, and I was like, it's the older one. The leader of Sungrim, because she was like picking one of the boys, and I was like, no. I was like, maybe I'm just old.
Yeah.
No,
That
I
was a
get
really
that.
good that was a really good draw live stream today. I stopped in for a bit and watched some of it.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, my type has always been like going after like older characters than I am, like fictionally. And
Right.
then now as I'm getting older, it's like even more so. I'm like, no, like
Right. I feel like that just happens in your brain naturally, though.
yeah.
I think that's how it's supposed to be.
I was so on I was like Susie made a Deep Space Nine, like which character are you filter for TikTok? And I was playing Smash or Pass on it. I got Jake and I was like, child. Which I guess pass is the answer, but I just screamed. And I was like, nah, no thank you. Where's your dad? Like
Hey guys, before this comes to an end, do you guys want to stop after this episode? Do you guys want to watch one more? What's the verdict, guys?
the show's good, but I mean it's even later for you guys than it is for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe we should just do one because we got a bit of a late start.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's one. Nay. Starfleet boy, what do you got? Is he still here? I have no idea. Well, we'll just stick with one, I guess.
I love this song at the end.
Do they end with like picture flashbacks of the West Wing every episode?
I think so, yeah. That's pretty standard for Korean dramas too. They'll show some stills and then they'll show a preview for the next episode.
That's actually very West Wing and very 90s, NBC 90s kind of thing. Because Third Watch did that.
The ending West Wing music is it's so weird.
Yeah, it's so strange. But the music for the West Wing is really good. I mean, it's composed by SG Snuffleupagus, I think his name is.
I mean, it's close to that. It's really weird. But the ending song, the song they would end every episode with, originally, like, when it was on TV, there would be like an ad break.
Yeah.
And the show got more dramatic as it went. And so by the end, though, you're just ending on these really serious notes, and you go, this do song, and you're like,
Yeah.
the disconnect does not work.
Also, did you know that one of the biggest marketing deal that the West Wing had in the first couple of seasons is that they were the only TV show at the time that was like promoting AOL or something.
I know they got Blackberries earlier than like
Yeah.
other shows.
Yeah.
Because I guess the actual West Wing people had Blackberries, but I remember Aaron Sorkin telling a joke that sometimes they'd be like filming a scene, and the like Blackberries were actually hooked up, so you would just get like a text from Bradley Whitford being like, "How am I doing?"
Yeah. Yeah. All right, guys. So that'll do it for our stream of this.
This was very cool. Look at this. Wait, isn't this part of it?
It was fun, I guess.
We decided while you weren't here to watch only one.
Oh yeah, I called out your name and you were gone, so I was like,
oh sorry, I had to step away to tend to my cat.
No, it's okay. I know that he's got his thing, so it's cool. But I hope those of you who watched the stream got something good out of it. I hope you watched along with us, and I hope you had fun. But as I often do, this is my favorite part where my guests get to say where you guys can find them on social media if you want to find them for whatever reason. So I will start with the belle of the ball, Rachel. If the good folks at home want to chat with you about anything, what would be the best place for them to find you?
I'm Dramadork884 everywhere: TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, if that's still around by the time you're listening to this.
So sad.
I had to make the joke.
It was well placed.
And I'm also on the podcast Just Go to Heck with Marcy, and Just Go to Heck with Marcy, and I'm on the podcast Masks of Mayhem.
Awesome. Thank you very much for being here this evening. You hope you had fun.
Yep.
All right. Okay, so Captain, my captain, you're up next on the chopping block. But if the good folks at home want to follow you on your misadventures, what would be the best place for them to do that?
You can follow me on YouTube at Starfleet Boy. I'm also on like TikTok and a bunch of other things, so I'm a little slower in engaging in those things. And I'm on the sinking ship Twitter for now. Well, I'm gonna stay on till I'm one of those folks that'll just.
Oh come on! I'll be there. I will be there long after you jump ship. I'll be there with the.
I'm not gonna jump the ship. I'm not gonna jump. No, I'm gonna go down with you.
So we'll all be there.
Yeah. Just because. I'll say this, Jack Dorsey, the original creator of Twitter, means a lot to me. I saw Twitter come up. It's an interesting thing. Starfleet Boy is only a small portion of my Twitter relationship, if you will. I have a personal account, and so that I've had for many years, since like 2004 or something like that.
Right.
So just Twitter's an interesting place, and it does build community, and it is weird and it is awful sometimes, but. It's pretty interesting.
Not to step over your goodbye, but I think Twitter can be moldable, and I think if you make your Twitter experience a certain thing, it can be better for you. Although that doesn't completely leave you. That doesn't completely isolate you from the badness of Twitter, but it can help a lot.
Yeah. Anyways, it's in a crisis situation right now because. Twitter has, like I said, I've had it since 2004, so I've seen the platform grow into a very balanced, maybe sometimes leaning in the wrong direction, but mostly balanced place. And it feels like the new regime, if you will, or the new owners of the house decided, we don't care about all the wisdom that they put into this from years of experience. Let's start from scratch. And a lot of the mistakes that were awful that were corrected are now twofold awful because we were already past them. So that's what's going on Twitter right now. But that's it. Anyways, what a long way to say goodbye. Holy garbage.
All right, well, it was a distinct pleasure to have you here as
Thank you,
always,
sir.
and you're welcome back anytime. But thank you for
And
being here.
I'm watching Alchemy of Souls. Thank you, Marcy.
Oh, yay! You're welcome.
Okay, he's gone. All right, Marcy, you're always the last person to leave the stream other than myself. So if the good folks at home want to catch your, want to interact with you online and your lovely, lovely art, where would be the best place for them to do that?
I am only on Instagram right now. Actually, that's not true. I'm also on Tumblr at Marcy London Art. I have already
cool.
jumped ship on Twitter because I couldn't take it. So I couldn't take the turmoil and everything that was happening. So I'm just a wimp that way. If it gets better, I'll come
Wimp.
back. But I
You're not a
couldn't
wimp.
handle everything that was going on. So for me, I needed to go. So just Instagram and Tumblr for me at Marcy London Art.
What about your website? Don't is your website still up?
My website is up. It is marcylondon.com.
All right. Well, as always, it's a pleasure to have you here, and you're welcome back anytime
Thanks.
whatsoever.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you. All right, guys. So that'll do it for another edition of this watch along on Balloon Hair Productions. I want to thank all of you who watched this video or watch along with us. Hope you guys had fun. And as I say often, just for this one time, I will say, I'm Batman. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good evening.
So much happened here, and so much is about to.